Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to your new moon in Cancer reading. So this new moon reading is for July 14th. The new moon will be at 22 degrees of Cancer. You can look at what house that is if you have your natal chart and see what is being activated for you. So I'm going to start by pulling cards from the Moonology Manifestation deck. As with the new moon, this is where we're planting seeds, we're nurturing, watering, growing those seeds, and we will in the future see where the attention to those seeds has produced, right? So honor your feelings and be real. So this to me feels like a very, very big energy right off the bat. I feel like there is this recognition. Again, this is a new moon in Cancer. Cancer is a water sign energy ruled by the moon, so this can be where we have a lot of feelings rise up, a lot of things come up from subconscious where we are looking at those. It is very important, and I'm seeing it right here. I do see a lot of nature, but the one thing I'm really feeling, especially with this one, is taking the time to sit with the energy. I've said this in a prior video. I think it was with that Mars clashing with Uranus and Gemini reading, where I said I was talking about how a lot of people get very uncomfortable, which it's meant to get uncomfortable when things rise up. And instead of just sitting with that energy and channeling that energy and processing that energy, they distract themselves, staying busy, doing something like that. I'm feeling for you, it's going to be very important for you to sit with that energy and process those feelings, which I know are not going to be comfortable for you because you're that air sign energy, and that's really not your element, right? And I kind of feel this is preparing you for the entry of the North Node that is going to be in your sign coming up in the very near future, and then it will have the South Node in your opposing sign of Leo. So the first card that comes up for you out of the, what is this deck, the Soul's Journey? Yeah, Soul's Journey Oracle is the attend to your spiritual needs. This definitely has given me that vibe, and I'm also seeing a lot of water. I'm really feeling this could be a very emotional moon for you, where a lot of feelings start coming up, things from the subconscious, or just things rising up in general, which really bring you into your feelings. I feel it's very important for you at this time to sit with these, to process these, to look at these, to not distract and run away from them. Bottom of the deck is stand in your strength. This does give me that Neptune energy, which is in Aries right now. So, I kind of feel it could be where illusions are shattered, and it could be bringing up a lot of feelings and emotions as a result of that, or something you really, yeah, I kind of feel like it's just about an illusion being shattered. Unfortunately, seeing something that maybe you didn't want to see, that you swept underneath the rug, or you didn't want to look at. I feel this is going to be an intense new moon cycle for you, Aquarius. Again, stay mindful, attend to your spiritual needs, take the time to cleanse, clear, purify, to meditate, to go within, do that soul searching, right? That sort of energy. Next card, look, pursue your dreams. And then she's sitting in water, like so much water. Um, there could be something. I just feel whatever this something is, it's really got someone up in their feelings. And I know the air sign energy does not do well with feelings, right? They're about logic, they're about intellect, they're about thoughts, they're about facts. They're not, feelings are a challenge, and I'm just going to say that for you. But I feel like there is something that's meant to deepen when it comes to connection, is how I'm feeling. I did see something, look, let go of the past is at the bottom of the deck. This is the second reading I've done, and both different cards have shown up. But it's talking about this person is looking back at something, looking back at the old paradigm, the old way of being, the old something, right? That it's time to let go of the old thought process. again, because I'm seeing so much emotions, this could be about like that energy of not being so much in the mind and getting more into the heart, right? And that I do feel can be a challenge for Aquarius energies. And I'm not saying it to hurt anybody's feelings or, trigger any, well, if it triggers you, then it means you need to look at that. So, but yeah, I do feel like this is what this is. I feel like it's looking from a higher perspective. I feel like this is about expanding the mind in some way, shape, or form that includes the heart. Then we have blessed assurance. So I feel this is going to be a beautiful new moon, although I feel like it's going to feel like a whirlwind of activity, more so emotionally than anything, but it's going to bring you to that place of balance, of internal peace, balance, and harmony, right? Peace of mind. It's going to bring peace to your mind. And again, I kind of feel like this is going to be a little difficult for Aquarius who thinks more, you know, in, from that mind space instead of from that heart chakra. And I see all this green right there. This is going to be a big shift. So let's keep going. Oops, first card up. Yes, I knew it was going to be a big shift. We're going to start with the Six of Air, clarifying this. This is talking about being divinely guided to move forward, to head in a different direction. Look, bottom of the deck, 10 of Cups. Well, 10 of Waters in this deck, but 10 of Cups, 10 of Water, they are the same card, but in this deck they're called 10 of Waters. Towards this peace, towards this peak experience of happiness, joy, unconditional love, that sort of energy. It's time to move out of the choppy waters and move towards those calmer, peaceful waters. Next card that comes up is the Lover's card. It is called Love in this deck. This is about choices. This is about decisions. These are major life choices and decisions. Wow. To close another major arcana, to close out a cycle, right? To close out a cycle and to move into a new direction with healthier, I feel a healthier balance between mind, body, and spirit is how I'm feeling. Take what resonates, release what doesn't. Let's look at this pursue dreams. I almost feel with this card right there could be somebody who's sitting in a lot of sorrow, or part of this sorrow that's coming up is a recognition of where someone didn't pursue or follow their dreams and, maybe felt like opportunity or life passed them by, that sort of energy, and maybe ultimately harbored some bitterness, resentment, and hostility as a result of it. If that's the case, that is what is going to be cleared up and cleared out. The Four of Waters, there talks about a block, right? Eight of Fire, like, I don't, I mean, this is what I feel coming through, but I feel like someone, I don't want to say gave away their power. I feel it didn't have the confidence, right, in themselves to step out of their comfort zone, to take, a road less traveled, to do things like that. Like, I feel like they rejected opportunities that were different, right? Because of conditioned belief systems, maybe for a whole different bunch of reasons it could have been. But I feel like somebody is looking back at that. And again, it's never too late to, align with a path, with it may not be the same path that was initially intended for you. Sorry, this card flew. But I do feel like it's a path that is more in alignment with where you're meant to go. So we get the Page of Fire showing up. This is something being initiated. This is some sort of news, information, um, something that I feel ignites a spark within you. It's interesting to see the Four of Waters, and now I'm seeing the Four of Earth. So I kind of feel like this could be, I'm feeling this more on a personal level. Like somebody, like this is something they're recognizing and not sweeping underneath the rug, not pretending don't exist. I feel like they're recognizing where they've held themselves back, kept themselves blocked, wanted to take action but never did, that sort of energy. I feel like this is about to shift and change. So let's get some clarity on this blessed assurance. Let's see what this is for you, Aquarius. Let's see what this is. Six of Waters. So again, gives me that vibe right there, King of Air. Okay, with the Six of Waters, I feel like this is going to, and I've said it from the word go, I can't kick that vibe right now, but I feel like somebody is really going to be feeling some feelings during this new moon, like a lot of reminiscing about the past and a lot of regret I'm feeling, a lot of, looking at painful emotional experiences or situations, but I feel again like it's important to feel these feelings, to process this energy, and then it changes everything because there is that mastering the realm of the mind. Because I feel part of this could be where, you let your mind run wild or, convince you that you wouldn't be successful or like, some people really they care about how other people look at them and see them, that sort of thing, right? And it could have been things like that, like you didn't want to see people to see you stumbling or people to see you struggling while you were stepping outside the box, while you were stepping outside your comfort zone, while you were taking a path less traveled. You didn't, right? And so I kind of feel if that's your energy, you're letting that go. I feel like you're looking back, you're feeling, you're processing, you're aligning, and you're moving forward because we got the six and the six. Six of uh, Six of air was right there, and the six of fire is right here. So this definitely gives me the energy. This is the card of victory, success, of moving forward. Bottom of the deck. This is the second time I've done a reading, and this card has shown up at the last card on the bottom of the deck. And that is about making a choice and a decision to choose a path, to seek, like this is seeing things from a higher level. See how this light is held up, right? Like they're on the higher up, they're able to look at things from a different view or perspective. So they are changing something. They are choosing to move forward in a different way. And again, I feel like this is going to be a process. So please be easy on yourself during this transformation and this change and this move, and be mindful about taking the time for meditation, your spiritual mind, body, and spirit well-being. Keep that in balance. All right, I want to pull a few messages from the Divine Abundance Oracle decks, and we'll close this reading out by seeing what guidance they have and would like to offer to you. Let's see what messages for the sign of Aquarius. What messages for the sign of Aquarius? First sign up is flow. Go with the flow. I see the dolphin here. You can look up the spiritual meaning of dolphin. Look, bottom of the deck, right action. This is about you getting into alignment. This is about you making right choices, doing the right thing, and having the right things happen is what I'm feeling. It takes you out of an old cycle that I feel you've been stuck in for quite some time. I do feel it's important for you to go with the flow, see what evolves and shows up, and then recognize when it's for you, using that discernment, and when it's not for you. Does it sound good right now, but I'm going to regret it in a month? Like, be mindful of the long term ease. So I feel like something is really coming in that's going to be really, if like tapping in, cleansing out all of this stuff. I do feel you're going to be going through a big cleansing. Then I feel like the natural flow of the universe is going to come through and replenish that energy or revitalize your internal energy and allow the ease and the ebb and the flow to happen for you in your life. Look at this peacock on the bottom of the deck, extraordinary, right? I feel like this is going to be a major shift and change in a very good direction. Although I just want to send love and light to you right now and let you know that I can see where it can be an emotionally challenging cycle to work through because, like I said, air signs, typically are not very comfortable with feeling some feelings, but feeling some feelings are what's going to be had, I feel. So let's grab a couple more cards from this deck to close out this reading. And there we are, liberation and non-duality. So bottom of the deck is love, very beautiful energy. So I feel like this is, and again, dragonflies are very symbolic as well. I do feel like you are being liberated from an old way of being, an old cycle, something that is no longer in alignment or serving. We are leaving, we have left the Piscean age, and we're still watching that crumble as we are building the Aquarian age, which is all about um, truth, transparency. It's about integrity. It's about humanitarianism, right? It's about not just what's good for me. It's like what's good for the world as a whole, right? So I do feel like there is a big liberation that is happening for you right now. And I feel like love is the key for you, and you have limitless potential, right? Um, to align with. Like, I feel if you get into the flow, the ebb and flow of what the universe is bringing to you, instead of trying to control what you, the way it's going to be, like, it's going to be such a better transformation, transition into that, from that old world into this new world again. But it is going to require, you to be releasing and surrendering a lot of grief, pain, heartbreak, disappointments, a lot of emotional baggage that you may have suppressed or kept buried for quite a long time. I hope this serves you well. I thank you for taking the time to listen to this video. If you'd like to buy me a coffee, my link is in the description box below. Please take the time to like this video and leave a comment. I appreciate you for being here, and I send you an abundance of peace, love, and light. Have a great day.